Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's got the tight end, and he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Robinson will throw. Pressure coming. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And great job by the linebacker, understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
And the offense clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Power football with the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Brings up third down.
After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. He leaves it with his back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Robinson looking to pass. Feeling some heat. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Nice move to stay on his feet. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Try and play action. And they got him for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Bringing it back, it's Harrington. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They go to the ground. Makes a man miss. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You don't tackle a big back like that with one guy. This is a guy that you better be flying to the football, everybody grabbing on, holding on for dear life until your teammates get there. Big backs like this are just hard to get on the ground.
Now on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside, and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside, so the offense needs to operate a little bit better and maybe not run as much counter because the defense got in there pretty quick.
Got his man downfield. Running toward the tape. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. On the ground, it's Mitchell. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At the 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. The #1 rule for any offense. Gentlemen, protect your quarterback. When you do, good things happen.
And the #1 rule for a defense is to affect the quarterback. Or bad things happen to you. Didn't affect the quarterback. Too much time, too clean. You're supposed to frazzle them. You're supposed to find a way to make them feel uncomfortable so they don't have time, so they rush their thought process. That wasn't it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Catch in the middle. It's good. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Robinson will throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to the ground game on the left. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Got his man in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Mitchell. Open space at the 25. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall that just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see what they've got on second down. Leaves it with the running back.
Ball carried by the running back. He's brought down at the 19-yard line. Third down coming up.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Snags it. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they stretch their lead to 13. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. He's going up top. He's got it down the left. And he's running in the open. All the way in for the touchdown. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going for that one. Nice job.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's McPherson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll try the run.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll give it to the back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Brings up 2nd down.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Got his man to the left. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. The aerial assault continues. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Robinson looking to pass. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it's a 4th down.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility with a guy in that slot position.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
At the 34. Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throwing right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. He'll just keep slinging it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's there to make the stop.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Robinson will throw. Coming after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And sure, tackling there to keep them from getting to the first down marker. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The punt team makes its way onto the field. On the return, it's Harrington. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. Intercepted. Bringing it back. The 30. The 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Robinson looking to pass. Makes the grab. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Wants to throw on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Jukes his way for more. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And that has got to be so demoralizing for this defense. They played so well on 1st and 2nd down and then have a total breakdown on 3rd. They're going to have to do so much better the next time they're put in that situation.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stone. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, the end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Houston. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Picks up 3. Brings up 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Smith takes the handoff. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The run to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field this way, they're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Leaves it with the back. Running with power. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Robinson will throw. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The heat was coming, and the punter gets a gold star for avoiding catastrophe. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. They'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. A first down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on second down. Robinson looking to pass. It's complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
He runs out of bounds at the 24-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
Fresh set of downs after the completion. The give is to Smith. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Snagged in the middle. It's good. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Grab near the sticks. It's Parks. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 39. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nowhere to go on that one, right? It's 3rd down, and you're trying to create something positive with your quarterback who's athletic. Maybe he can make a guy miss. Maybe he can spring it, but this defense just not having it. They are locked in. They know how critical these 3rd downs are in this game and to their entire season. And they're playing really good football in these critical down and distances.
Fair catch, called for and made. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Running back searching for a hole. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
2nd down coming up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. fast motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number 1. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Slips through the line. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Gain of 12. Good enough for 1st down.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Robinson will throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 1st down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He looks that one in nicely.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The give to the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards and get the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw, never gave his receiver a chance.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over, just throw it away.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. They'll run play action. Quick strike complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And man, this quarterback has had a day with that pass. He goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. Motion from the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. And he will house it. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. An 84-yard drive there, and the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Don't you just love the big boys? When the big boys up front do their job and create a great pocket, and the quarterback has time now to survey the field and take shots down the field and make huge plays.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. The give to the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on second down for this offense. Robinson looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, the ground game. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They go to the draw. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
And a nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Works the middle of the field. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Robinson will throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. got enough for the first. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll line up for a second down play. Running it to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Dances away from one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout by the defense.
They bring the punter onto the field now.
31 on to kick it away.
Running it back, it's good. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, no big surprise here in the 4th quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Going to the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Timeout by the defense.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is good. They take the lead just over a minute to go, and now, guys, the challenge, try to stay on top.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. Going up top on first down. Makes the grab. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Robinson looking to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. He's going to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. They'll use the timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Give to the back. On the move at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
It's 2nd down.
This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And this one splits the uprights. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. 1st down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Quarterback keeps it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Field is condensed. Not a lot of room to work with here on 3rd and goal in overtime. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Makes the catch and gets the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense is just killing. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
They are up against it, a 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.